Yes, people, welcome to the fifth episode of the Backpacking Psychonaut. In today's episode, I want to talk about the Matrix and how we're stuck in a broken system and how you're unwillingly just becoming a cog in the machine and like fulfilling the rat race without even realizing what's going on around you. And this has took me like years and years to realize that how deep people are into this and how instilled it is in people's beliefs due to societal norms and how everyone else does it. How like people can't see that we are just feeding the elites, we're feeding the system, and we're just becoming numbers. But this doesn't have to be the case. We live in a time now where we have so much access to so much information and we can be whatever we want, we can do whatever we want, we can go on social media and make money off something we're passionate about. And there's ways you can free up your schedule and become free and autonomous over the things you want to do with your day instead of working like a 9 to 5 job, or instead of working a job that fills your schedule that you don't enjoy. So first, you need to realize that how deep you are in this system and how deep everyone around us is in this system. And to a certain extent, we might need people to be into this system for society to work. So we need people to go to work, do the normal jobs. We need that. It needs to be fulfilled because that's how society works. But if you're like longing for more, and if you think, oh, is this what I've come to? I've just got to go and work a job I don't like for 5 days of the week and only enjoy my 2 days off on the weekends. Like them weekends are a social construct. So why are we letting people decide what days we enjoy? Like weekends aren't even a thing. Every day is 24 hours. So why can't you enjoy a Tuesday as much as a Sunday or a Saturday? It's just a social construct, and it's like societal programming that we need to work through the week, have the weekends off. We need to work 40 hours a week, go and get a good paying job. And like it's built from us through like school. So you go to school and like the first thing they do is they get you to sit down and just write things you don't want to write and learn things you don't want to learn. And they're training you already to become a robot, become an NPC. They're just training you to sit there, do work 8 hours a day, like it is when you go to work. They're training you for work. They're training you to be an employee. They don't want you thinking differently, and they don't want you creating your own thing and being free and autonomous over the person you are, because they need to feed you into the system, because that's what makes them money. That's what makes the elites and the people who run society. That's what makes this whole machine work that feeds them all this money. They're just feeding off the profits of our labor. And to a certain extent, that's always going to happen. When you go into societies, you're going to get people who are running the place and who are at the top of the food chain, who have maybe been innovative enough to create things and get into positions of power. But now, as I said before, like we live in a time where you can create your own thing and you can create something you're passionate about and make money off it, and then become free and autonomous and do whatever you want and earn money on your terms and earn money in a scalable way. Like when you have a job and you have like a salary, or if you're working by the hour, there's only a certain amount of money that you can make. You're only going to ever make what the company are willing to pay you, or how many hours you can work in a certain day, which is 24. There's a cap to it. But if you've got your own business, it's completely scalable. You can scale your things. You can outsource things to other people. You can scale it in a way that is constantly growing, and the growth and the potential to make money is like 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Because once you get your own thing and you start getting and making money, then all you've got to learn is, how do I monetize that more? How do I offer more value to customers to make more sales? How do I keep giving value and getting people to keep subscribing to me? Whatever it may be, right? Whatever your model is of making money, there's ways you can manipulate it and outsource it to start growing your business and start fulfilling your dreams of doing the thing you want to do. So this is like rich advice coming from me, right? Because I'm currently not making any money online. I had the last 2 months, I made 2 grand doing match betting, but I got all my accounts banned. So now I'm back to square one. So I'm not making any money online. So I've got to start from where I'm talking about here. So like, take this advice on like face value. Don't just trust everything I say, because I am someone who's trying to figure it out as well. And if you want to go somewhere and get advice from someone who has achieved it, that might be better off than just listening to me. But that's just that's me just being honest. But I still know ways of how to monetize audiences and make money, and that's what I want to teach you today. And hopefully you can learn something from me and start putting it into practice and start freeing yourself up from working shit jobs. And like it's depressing, mate. Like I used to work in Morrison's, right, and I'd have to get up at 4 a.m, go to work till 2, and my whole day would just be waking up at that time in the morning to go and work a job I completely hated, and then have 3 or 4 hours free in the evening to try and create something for myself. But I'd constantly be tired. I'd have to go to the gym tired, and it like saps your energy out of you. It doesn't give you any purpose. When you hate what you do for a job, it ruins your whole life, because that is pretty much a massive part of your whole life. It takes up like a quarter of your whole life working. So you need to do something that you enjoy. And if that is working a 9 to 5 job and you can find something you get fulfillment and passion out of, cool, go ahead and do that. But if you're wanting more, and if you're thinking that like your life is built for more, then you need to start implementing some of the things I'm going to talk about today. And you need that little mindset shift of like, I need to sacrifice and be different. I need to put work in to free myself up so I can, as I said before, like do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I can free myself up so I don't have to work for some knobhead boss, or I don't have to work for someone telling me what to do, and I can take care of my family and be responsible for the people around me. So there's a couple of ways you can make money online, right? I think these are maybe like the most productive ways for like people like us now to start and like build income for. And that for me is building an audience of people on social media. So the way I see this, right, is there is so many people on social media. Like there must be billions of people on social media. Now half the planet's maybe on social media, right? And all you've got to do is find a pocket of that internet, the pocket of social media, where you can like give people value and they give you money. So there's a thing called like 1,000 true fans. And this is the notion that if you have 1,000 people that give you £100 a year, that is £100,000 a year. That's all you need. You need 1,000 people that give you £100 a year, and then you've made £100,000 a year. And that is, you can make 100K like that by just offering value to a minute amount of people of the internet. That's like 0.01% of people that are on the internet. And all you've got to do is build something that offers value to that tiny percent of people and sell them products and offer them value. So how I'm doing this, for example, is I'm just building a podcast and building a YouTube channel where I just talk about like self-improvement, spirituality, meditation, fitness. So I'm packaging this, like all these topics, and like bundling them into my own personality. And then once I've eventually built an audience, which might take like a year, might take 2 years, it's going to take a lot of work. But once you build that audience, then you've got a selection of people to sell to, and then you can offer them products. So I could make a course on like how to meditate properly, and someone might buy that for a tenner, they might buy that for 20 quid, whatever. I'll make a course on how to get into shape. I can sell workout programs. And once you've got that audience of people there to sell to, you can start cultivating ideas to like sell them things. And that's all it takes, right? It's just having an audience of people who are dedicated, who are really passionate about the things you like, and then sell to them. It's as simple as that. And like, it's such an easy way to make money online now. It's not easy in the sense like it takes work, but there are so many ways that you can utilize this sort of like method of making money. And there's like, you can get creative. You can do it with TikTok, you can do it with Instagram, you can do it with YouTube, a podcast. There's so many different platforms that you can attack. You can do it with a blog, for example. There's so many different things you can do just to make online income. And you just need to take the first step in taking action and doing it. So that's like the first way to do it. The second way to do it would be to latch onto someone who's already making loads of money. And what I mean by this is, right, so you want to go to maybe content creators, businesses, people who have already got a substantial income, and you want to develop a skill that can aid them in making more money. So that might be like video editing. Video editing is massive now. People are constantly creating videos. Like video is the basis of the internet now. Everyone's always creating content on video. Everyone's watching video. So if you learn how to edit videos, imagine how many people would pay for you to edit videos for them. And there you are. You freed yourself up from like being location dependent, and you can work wherever you want in the world, and you can do it on your own schedule. You can just get clients, work it. You can even outsource that as well. So you can create an agency, get clients, and then just outsource it to someone in like South Africa or South America who will edit the videos for me. You just take the profits in between. There's like really like clever ways you can make money these days. But that's another way you can do it, is latch onto someone who's already making money. So go out to businesses and say, I'll do copywriting for you, I'll edit videos for you, I'll do design for you, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, I'll do voiceovers, whatever it may be, right? Just develop a skill that you can sell to businesses and be an asset to people. And it's all about giving value. You need to see where can you offer value to people, because as soon as you can give value to others, they will pay you for that. And that's all money is. It's a transaction of value. It's like, I'll give you this and you give me that. So I'll give you money, in return you give me video editing. And then that's all it is. It's just a transaction of you've offered value to them and they've paid you money in return. So you just need to be smart and realize that like there is other ways of making money now, and you can make things like you're completely passionate about. And like, say if you're into something really obscure, like, I don't know, the first Harry Potter film. Like, say that's your favorite film of all time, right? You can create a podcast about the first Harry Potter film. You can create a blog about the first Harry Potter film. And then you can start creating products for that. You can start building an audience. You can cultivate an audience of people. Because I'm sure there's more than 1,000 people whose the first Harry Potter film is their favourite film ever. So if you literally had a blog that was about the first Harry Potter film and just made like products for that and like put out so much good information from that, that got them interested and intrigued, they would give you money. They might subscribe to your platform for £10 a month. They might do this, they might do that. And that's how you start thinking of ways to make money. Like, what is your unique personality? What is your unique character trait that you're interested in? And like kind of dive into that. So for me, for example, as I said before, I like spiritual philosophy, all this bullshit, right? I'm just utilizing all these things I'm interested in and making content about it. And eventually down the line, if I keep posting content and I keep working, the compound effect trickles in. And then eventually you have an audience of people to sell to. So break out of this system. Don't let like this system like hold you down and think you have to settle into whatever society does, because like society doesn't want you to thrive. Society wants you to be a cog in the machine. They want you suppressed. They don't want you doing whatever you want. And this goes to like so many different ways where they don't want you thinking different, and they get you doing this by getting you on social media all day. They constantly bombard you with information, try to influence the way you think. There's just so many different ways like this. Like, society is working now to keep you where you are and to keep you working and to keep you not achieving your dreams. So you just need to break away from it and start thinking differently and start taking action, because nothing will get achieved if you don't take that action. So yeah, that's my quick take on making money online. I didn't want to go, I might have waffled a load of bollocks there, and obviously I haven't achieved to the fullest extent to what I want making money online. And I generally think it's possible now to earn 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month just by creating content for people and selling them products and putting good information out there. And that's just the day and age we live in. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, obviously I've not done that yet. So take out with a pinch of salt and go do your own research, do your own diligence. But hopefully I might just open your perception up to a different way of life, and to know that you don't have to sacrifice and work a shit job for the rest of your life. So yeah, thank you very much, people. And I'll see you all in the next podcast.